another episode of Vampyr. This is Kira the Red Demon, and I am back for more, even though I was an absolute wreck last episode. Let me see if I can adjust the camera a bit. Okay, that's a bit better. A little bit. No, I'll move it to the side. Okay, there we go. There we go. Alright, last time on Vampyr, I was a complete emotional wreck. And the reason being for that, we were working on taking care of my sister Mary, who happened to be the mysterious figure that was... Hello, Grim. Good to see you're on. But my sister was the mysterious figure that I had to deal with. We'll click on the Great Hunt and get started on that. And as I was going towards the graveyard, I was looking at a lot of the different gravestones, and all of them were of people that I killed or had ended up dying because of the district going into hostile mode. And I was a complete wreck because of all of that. I felt absolutely terrible for what I did. After we saw the gravestones and everything, I went to go fight my sister, who ended up, she murdered our mother right in front of me, and I hardly did anything to stop it. And then we defeated her, took care of a couple of people at Pembroke, and I ended that stream a little bit early, just because I could not continue with how terrible I was feeling. And nice thing is, the stream is not spamming today. It kept spamming for the past couple of days. I have no idea why it was doing that, so it's nice that it's not right now. Okay, Pembroke Hospital is serious right now. And also, last time, we got a message from Lady Ashbury. She wanted to talk to us about the fact that Ascalon, the people of Ascalon, I should say, have wanted to meet us. Okie dokie, we will go and meet with Lady Ashbury about the Ascalon Club. Oh, and yes, in the past couple of episodes, we have recently seen he's got black and red eyes now, and as you can tell by his pupils, they're starting to become kind of like little dragon slits. So that's gonna be really cool to see that continue to form as we're playing. Hello, Dr. Kokorin Tibbets. I swear he's like a level 5. Okay, that thing didn't have anything in it. That's right. But I think Kokorin's like a level 5 mesmerize level. I hate it because most everybody here is like level 5. At least for like the staff members. Pippa was level 3 though. Oh, they spotted me.
Don't come closer.
Okay, I won't come closer, I'll just hide in here. Once I'm doing a good playthrough, be proud. Kokorin's level 3, oh okay. I am very proud that you're doing a good playthrough. Because you always do the evil playthrough. Now, I'm having a hard time with it. I had a hard time yesterday. I actually did a lot of time with my family, which helped me out. Just keeping myself calm and relaxed helped out a lot, and so I'm doing a lot better than I was yesterday. Alright, he took care of a couple of the pre-win for me. That's great. No, I don't want that one. I want this one. No, I don't. I preferably want you out of my hair. Is there something right here? Yeah, there's a couple things right there. Woo! Alrighty, we're going this way to go see the lady. Oh, here we go again! My bloody maker. What you want? What you want?
Must prepare, child, for the earth is bleeding and the harvest is upon us.
Stay away, whoever you are.
This is time for petty quarrels, my champion.
It's having a bit
Can
of
you
a
not
problem today.
hear? The famished queen has awoken.
It's kind of weird. I don't know. Okay, I am not your champion. I insist you be quiet or go away. I'm just gonna tell him to go away. I don't think I've ever done that one.
Leave me! Return to the shadows and never come back!
But the shadows are our home. And wherever you stand, my son, I stand beside you.
I had to kill Mary.
I have known your pain, child. Do not succumb to...
Silence! I dismiss you, now!
The land calls for a champion. All and everyone needs you.
Silence!
Yeah, go away. If he wasn't floating, I
Tired
swear
of
he'd
all
be
these
about the
puppet
same
shows.
height as Johnny, if not at least a little bit taller. Ooh, ooh, there's something in here. Let's dig through the trash. Grease and screws.
They want war. I'll show them war.
Whatever this poor woman did, nobody deserves this kind of punishment.
Oh yeah, they're going up against a Blood Icon right now. Blood Icon! Ow! Sure. Ow, what? Why are you looking at me when we've got Freewind guards on us? Ow! Stop it! Die. My gosh, I hate when they think they can look at me, these Blood Icons, and Freewind is still around, and they're like, oh, I don't care about the Freewind guard. I want you more. Screw that. Stupid jerks. I think I'm gonna sneeze.
So
Sneeze.
this is where she lives. What a splendid house.
I know I sneeze like a kitten. Don't judge. Why you have to take forever to load again? I'm sorry for my sniffling and stuff, guys. I think my mom and I have been thinking that I'm developing some, oh, what are they called?
Dr. Reed,
Allergies.
welcome.
Yeah,
How
we
are
think
you?
that I'm developing some
As good as one
allergies.
can be, considering the
And it's not
circumstances.
fun.
Yes, death and affliction seem prevailing themes of late. Please, come in. We have much to discuss.
I hope I haven't disturbed you.
Not at all. Actually, I was counting on you visiting me tonight.
How strange, this
She's
painting.
pretty.
Beautiful,
Yes,
melancholic, yet with a haunting dignity.
Indeed. A long time ago, a friend asked me to paint this for him.
I'm playing the Dorothy
But
part, and I'm just thinking,
kept it in
Crane,
the end.
how could you not notice the massive
I did not
fangs
know
the
you
man
were a
has?
painter, my lady.
There are many things you do not know about
Exactly.
me, young Ekon.
Are you working on, like, killing her right now, or what? Okay, stop calling me that. Call me Jonathan, or why keep on mocking me?
Why do you continue to mock me?
Please excuse my behavior, Jonathan. I tend to tease my
No,
friends
you're not
when
killing
uneasy.
her right now.
What is bothering you, my lady? Your letter was quite alarming.
We will talk about this in a few minutes. For now, I would like you to tell me about yourself. How have you been since we last met, my friend?
I came to the conclusion that my maker, whoever he might be, must be a powerful vampire. Certainly extremely old.
How have you reached this
Started a good
conclusion?
ending, must do it. Well, yeah. Do you mean the perfect ending? Because if you're doing good ending, you'd be able to kill her. But if you're doing perfect ending, then you wouldn't want to.
He is the only immortal I've seen appear in an ethereal form. His voice, his words seemed ancient. It was disturbing.
I am afraid you are right.
Yeah, perfect.
The
Gotcha.
simple fact that your blood
I am very
made
proud that
Mary
you're doing
such
a perfect
a strong
ending.
Ekon proves that you must be of ancient lineage.
I don't want to start with hiccups,
I
please,
felt
no.
this power, radiating like an aura every time he appeared.
Most ancestral vampires of England were killed by the Guard of Priwen half a century ago. I wonder who your maker could be.
You have no idea who he could be?
Some of the ancient ones fled England. Some may still be
For
in
once.
hiding. All I know is you, my friend, are a pawn in some secret and obscure game of chess.
Of course I am. People think that I'm a pawn.
My sister Mary.
I'm no pawn. I'm
She
a
was made a
king.
vampire in the same way I
I
was.
will prove it.
She was the one killing all those people everywhere I went.
Vengeance is a powerful force for those betrayed. Made vampire through careless error. Victims by surprise.
I swear I did not intend that. If only I had known then how vampires are created.
That is the scientist speaking. In truth, most of us do not know how it really works. Personally, I make sure my prey will not return to haunt me.
What do you mean?
I am merciless, Jonathan. I only feed on the dying, and I make sure they are dead before leaving their remains.
Yeah, and you're embarrassed when I saw you feeding the other day.
In the end, she implored me to put an end to her misery. But still, I felt I had taken her life twice.
I am so sorry for my accidental cruelty. Had I known your dear Mary was still alive, I would never have sent you to pray for her soul in
It is
that
time
church.
There is
when I
no
must
need to
sacrifice
apologize, my
4,000
lady.
XP.
Your words have been most
You're
helpful
sacrificing
in these
4,000
difficult
XP
times.
to do
Thank
what?
you, my friend. If only we could have guided your poor sister through her terrible nightmare.
I think I should ask the questions, your ladyship. After all, it was you who invited me to settle this most urgent of matters.
Fair enough, Jonathan. The situation is critical. We do not have the luxury for etiquette.
Please do not
I
misunderstand
don't
me.
get it from Crane.
I would be delighted to discuss mundane matters and
I
idle
got it.
trivialities.
If we survive
got
the
it.
dark nights to come, we shall have all the time in the world to speak, you and I. For now, please follow me, Jonathan.
Okay. I love her red
I must
hair.
say,
It's so pretty.
your house is exquisite.
They did a good job.
One of the advantages of living
red
forever
hair.
is having the time to be selective with one's furnishings.
Because I feel like most of the time in games,
I took the
it just
liberty
looks
of
like
having
the
tea
red hair's
served.
bottled.
You can still
Hers
drink
does not
tea.
look bottled. I love it so much.
Can't keep it down, but I do so enjoy the aroma. Let us toast to make-believe. And of course, to your health, Jonathan.
And to yours, my lady.
Please, call me Elizabeth.
So, my lady,
see
why
her with her
truly
hair down.
did you invite me here?
I really
I've been
do.
asked to deliver an official invitation to meet the Ascalon Club.
Uh-oh. Ascalon Club.
Should I trust them?
Of course not. Do not misunderstand me. They can be very useful. But I believe their long-term goals differ from yours.
Why meet
Can't
them
imagine
then?
why she
Because
would think
nothing
that.
truly important can be achieved in this city without their consent. They could be powerful allies in this current situation.
Should I lie to them?
We all lie, Jonathan. It falls to you to choose your behavior. The most important rule is to show them due respect.
What if I don't want to? I don't like them.
Why use you to contact me?
Because they know we are close. The Ascalon Club has many spies. Their main occupation is gathering information
done.
and then
Yay.
deciding how to use it.
Did you mesmerize her, or did you just say that she had to resign?
Have they threatened you in any way?
Not at all.
Christ.
Their message surprised me at
You're
first.
okay.
But it is only logical, considering the critical
fine.
situation in London.
Why not ask for your help?
No,
Since you are
I
obviously a
know.
powerful and influential immortal
You're
yourself.
fine.
You have to understand that I am
I don't
invisible
know
to the
why,
eyes
but
of
somehow
Ascalon,
my
for I am a
perfect
woman.
ending was easier to
That
do
suits
than my
me
good
well,
ending. And my
as
good
long as
ending
they
was the
leave me
first one
alone.
that I did. When I was fighting Mary, it took me over 20 tries to kill her on my good ending, and that was my first playthrough. On my perfect ending, it only took me 2, maybe 3 tries.
Who are they?
It was crazy.
Really?
They are the embodiment
I
of
wasn't even as high a
vampire
level
law
as I
in
was
Britain. Some say they influence the
And this
destiny
time,
of the Empire.
doing the evil ending, she was
Some
dead
believe
just
they
like that.
merely protect it.
Like, holy cow.
How many are they?
Only a small number of powerful and deceitful immortals, all of them entangled in a sticky web of shadow cabinets, influencing trade.
Well, of course. I want to murder them all.
Will they fight the guard of Priwen?
I doubt it.
I think they're all too high a
Fergal was
level for me,
Lord
though.
Redgrave's executioner forever and a day. By defeating that beast, you deprived them of a powerful weapon.
Yay! I deprived them!
They have done nothing but impede my
proud of
investigation
myself.
since I became known to them. Why would they want to see me now?
I guess they now see you as Ascalon material. They must have found out what happened to your sister. Proof of the potent blood flowing through your veins.
I'm not sure I can accept their invitation. I have seen their handiwork. How Fergal the Beast imposed the club's law.
You have no choice, Jonathan. Even I would not openly defy Lord Redgrave, the chairman of the Ascalon Club.
Aw, but I want to.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave? Who is he?
Lord Redgrave is the founder and chairman of the Ascalon Club. Most mortals know him as the Earl of Bristol. He is rich and extremely influential.
Yet he does it anyway, yeah.
Have you met him?
Only on rare
I
occasions,
openly
for he never
defy.
goes outside the club. And women are not awarded membership, even immortals.
Also, guys, I know I played a lot, but I might do some Minecraft playthroughs. I doubt you guys can see that well. There you go. You can kind of see like the ghast and stuff. I'm wearing my Minecraft T-shirt.
How old is he?
That's one of my favorite games.
How long
so I might
has
do
he
a
been
couple
a
of
vampire?
playthroughs of
Lord
that.
Redgrave claims to be the
Make a
progeny
roll
of
just
William Marshall,
Specifically for
the
my
most
streaming.
valiant knight who ever lived.
That'll mostly be for like
If
if I
that
just
is
want to do
true,
a relaxing stream.
he could be
or
very
if I
old.
want to have like a special guest talking while I'm doing it, which the music wouldn't
How powerful is his
detract
witch?
from that
The
too
Ascalon
much.
Club
Which
may be the
also,
most
if I get to 10
influential secret
subscribers, I will
society in
have a special
England.
guest that I'm
Not
speaking
all its
with
members are
through my
immortals,
headset.
but they are all very powerful.
So hopefully we can get my channel up to 10 subscribers.
They are
I'm
not
at 7
all
right now.
immortals.
We just need 3
How is
more,
that?
guys.
The club is
Spread the
mainly
word.
comprised
Spread
of
the
political
word.
figures who seek the safety and expansion of the Empire. The most loyal are awarded immortality.
Being awarded immortality is no
Any
fun.
familiar or famous
You
names?
should just
As
be
the
tempted
richest, most
for,
relentless
like,
British tycoon, Aloysius
surprise.
Dawson is considered ideal
surprise
Ascalon
thing.
material and has been watched for years.
If you are convinced I must meet him, I will heed your advice.
Thank you, Jonathan. I understand your reluctance to brush shoulders with London's vampire elite. But we have no choice.
Is the situation that critical?
Yes. The Guard of Priwen has called for a second
excuse
great
me.
hunt of our kind. And
My
they will
parents woke us
stop
up
at
somewhere around 8
nothing
o'clock.
to eliminate
So
us.
that way we could get ready to go to Sam's Club for shopping. Gosh.
What is a great hunt?
The first great hunt was launched about 75 years ago. In just a few nights, the Guard of Priwen located and destroyed most of the old British vampires.
Why start a second one?
Priwen has always seen us immortals as a threat to mankind. My guess is they suspect one or more of us is the cause of the epidemic.
Yeah, but not everybody's a threat to mankind. Take a look at yourself, Lady Ashbury. You're such a sweet vampire. Garda Prewen's stupid. They can't realize
How did
that.
you survive the first hunt?
I fled, Jonathan. Like most vampires who survived that slaughter. And I secretly came back when I was sure they had lost my trail.
Will the Guard of Prewen and the Ascalon Club fight each other?
I doubt it. If Prewen really launched a great hunt, I think most of the Ekons I know would flee the country to escape the bloodbath.
And I doubt the ones in Ascalon would, especially Lord Redgrave.
I think I saw them kill an Ekon on the way to your house. They seem to have a list with names.
To launch another great hunt, they must have collected intelligence on vampire identities and whereabouts. They are a resourceful lot.
Yeah, they are, and I hate it.
Should we fight back? I will not be hunted down like an animal again.
I admire your courage, Jonathan. But the best way to fight them is to put an end to the epidemic. This is the only way to clear the air.
Okay.
You should flee then. Leave London, the country even. I have seen the Guard in action. They are merciless.
Your concern warms my
Yeah,
heart,
I know.
Jonathan.
He's very efficient.
But fear not.
And have
If
you
the
ever
situation
noticed, like,
gets
you
too
can see the
dangerous, I shall
veins
retreat to my
on
secret
Johnny's
Scottish
face?
manor.
You can see some
I could
veins,
hide you in
like,
my
almost
luggage,
coming from his
if you
nipples.
wish.
Thank you for the offer. I shall keep it in mind, but I have much to do here.
Yes, I'll hide in your luggage.
There is a question I must ask you.
I don't know how I'm gonna hide in luggage.
Could Lord Redgrave be my maker?
I doubt it. If Lord Redgrave had made you his progeny, he would not have seemed so surprised when you demonstrated the strength of your lineage.
Will I
too
ever
funny to
discover
think
the
that.
identity of my maker?
Maybe not, Jonathan. We know for sure you were made by a powerful vampire. But most of those fled England long ago.
My gosh, I'm so sorry for all the
Please
yawning.
forgive my bluntness, but I have to ask. Was it you? Did you make me?
Oh, Jonathan. I know you shall always have a gnawing doubt about who made you an immortal.
Boring.
But I
I love how
swear,
she says it normal.
I had nothing to do with it.
You have no idea at all? You seem to know so many things about the secrets of the vampire underworld.
Even if I had my suspicions, I would not dare give you a name so soon. All I can say is this. I will make inquiries and keep you informed.
My gosh, I am so sorry for all the yawning.
What is the plan?
The plan is we both try to save this city, you and I. Go to Ascalon, accept their proposition, and use their influence to promote your agenda.
He goes so dumb around Ashbury and it kills me how big he becomes. I know.
How can I save
So
London?
adorable.
The epidemic is the priority.
And, like, he's always asking
You must
if it's
find its
her.
origin and put an end to it.
He's so
This is the
cute.
best way to solve the crisis.
I really miss his blue eyes. Like blue or silvery eyes. But these red and black ones suit him a lot too.
What will you do?
They're so
I still have
pretty on him.
contacts and old friends in this town. I shall make some inquiries and attempt to learn more of the situation. We need clarity.
Yeah, we do. A bit. Okey-dokey.
One day soon, I will have to find the answer to this mystery.
And I shall help you in your research, I promise. For now, you must go to the Ascalon Club and play their game.
Will I see you again at the Pembroke Hospital?
No, you will find me here if you need me. I shall conduct inquiries alone, and we can then share our discoveries.
Like a ferocious Ekon who kills a lot of people, and then he just looks at Ashbury like, "Ooh." What is that? That looks like a little kitty face, huh? Yeah, he baby. He baby.
When will we meet again?
As soon as you meet Lord Redgrave, I suppose.
He is absolutely
Fear
baby.
not, my dear. I shall
Edgar's
only
the
be a
best
heartbeat
baby,
away.
though. Edgar the
Will
best
you not
baby.
visit Pembroke again?
No,
I love Johnny,
I
but
must remain
Edgar's
discreet
the
and
baby.
avoid attracting attention to Pembroke
I'm sad. I
Hospital
don't
for the
think I'll
time
be
being.
seeing Edgar
But
in
how
this
will you
episode.
sustain yourself.
Oh
I
wait,
shall
no,
not,
maybe I will.
Jonathan.
I think we actually
Fear
go and
not.
talk to him.
I'm used to it.
I want to thank you for all your support and your help, my lady.
Could you do me a last great favor and call me Elizabeth?
I should be honored, my lady.
Then it is settled. Finally, some good news in these
She
dark
asks him
hours.
to call her Elizabeth,
Thank you.
and he still says, "My lady."
I appreciate the
It's like, what
advice.
the heck?
I had best prepare myself to meet this Lord Redgrave now.
How thrilling to meet the Earl of Bristol in the flesh, so to speak.
Something tells me you're not very keen on the man.
Don't get me wrong. The gentlemen of the Ascalon Club are honorable, but their attitude and opinions are somewhat antiquated.
I see.
As long as they deny access to female applicants, I will leave them to their antediluvian considerations as to the natural order of things. Jonathan, promise me you'll be careful.
Of course. But why the fear in your voice?
Look at me, Jonathan.
I am.
I mean, really look at me, young Ekon. We may be deceptive by nature,
Yeah, baby.
but
yeah.
this heart of mine has always told the truth.
Elizabeth.
Go, my friend. But come back to me soon.
My gosh. They could have done better with the relationship between the two if they had had a longer game. I honestly feel that they could have done a better job with their relationship. Because this is only supposed to span over like a week or so. From my understanding. It's gonna take forever to load again. Loading. Loading. Thank you. Come on. We're pretty much at the end. Thank you. I just got 550 XP for talking to Lady Ashbury. And yeah, Shadow Cabinet. I don't need to know that. Get over here. Okay, so we've got an event. New dialogue available with Lady Ashbury. Then we also had the new dialogue with Dr. Swansea. So we will be seeing Dr. Swansea in this episode. That makes me happy. And we're gonna have to go through this loading screen a couple more times, and I hate it. I wish they'd fix it to make it so that... yeah. Present yourself. His little rolled R's. Dr. Reed. I had my suspicions. But when you took that blood sample from the corpse of Paul William Bishop, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous. Okay, we've got some stuff that we can get here at Lady Ashbury's estate as well, which is nice. She doesn't leave shillings around like some of the other people, though, which is like, holy cow, you're actually smart. Personal diary, 9th of May, 1913. Tonight I went with Mother visiting the sick of the East End. It had been a long time since I went in this sad part of town. To see her talking and listening to those poor people moved me beyond words. She really tries to make a difference and really tries to help these men and women. She also killed one of them tonight. It happened so quickly I did not even notice she had vanished. But when she reappeared, she looked much more alive. So much more alive, more vivid. I immediately knew what had just happened. She took a life and I saw nothing. We returned home without a word. If I ever become like her, I won't feed on the dying. I will kill the guilty and the brutes wherever they hide. 13th September 1914. This afternoon, 2 men tried to corner me in a back alley while I was campaigning for the women's right to vote. I called for help as loud as I could, like Mother told me. I don't know what would have happened if a soldier had not ordered them to leave me alone. He then walked me back home and tried to kiss me. I refused. He did not say a word and left. The whole story made me so sad. I was still crying when Mother woke up after the night had come. I told her the whole truth and she held me against her chest. Then we went to the theater to see Doris Fletcher in her new play. I think I'm a little bit frustrated that Mother did not rush out to make them all pay. If I were a vampire, I would not be that merciful. 15th of September 1914. We had a terrible argument with Mother last night as she refused once again to turn me into an immortal. When I reminded her of what happened to me in that street with those 2 men, and how things would have been different if I had been like her, or if they had carried weapons, she simply smiled and told me to be part of this world, and told me that to be part of this world meant to be ready to face it. I'm not sure I understand what she means, but it drives me crazy. I left home in the middle of the night to see Emily at her house, and I spent the whole day there. Maybe it's time for me to leave Mother's house and live my life, just like Emily. I love Mother so much, but it frustrates me when she refuses to talk about my conversation. 17th of February 1915. Tonight I am as sad as I am excited, for I'm about to leave this house for good. Mother has agreed to let me have my own flat in the West End, as long as it is not too far from her house. I had to promise I would be very careful. I told her how much I love her, and she told me she was proud of me. I understand now that she only wants me to be as strong and independent as she is. I must admit I am very thankful for all she has taught me through these years. She made the woman I am today. Now it's time for me to choose where to go from here. Whatever I'm going to do with my life, it's up to me. All I know is this. If I ever choose to become an immortal, I will not involve my mother in my choice, for this is my life, and I'm responsible for my actions. Grim says, trust me, hun, being an immortal ain't easy. Look at Johnny. Yeah, literally. And she obviously hasn't seen some of the things her mother has gone through. Like, I would hope not, at least. And I doubt that Elizabeth really told her daughter much of anything about what happened to her back when she was like a new immortal. Nothing right there. Oh, there's something.
It's...
Dracula. To the inspiring Lady Ashbury. There are darknesses in life, and there are lights, and you are one of the lights. The light of all lights. Bram Stoker, 4th of August, 1897.
Locked, all right.
What was locked? Oh. Oh, that might be something that I can open if I kill Charlotte. Something over here? No. Nothing over here. I think we have some areas in this room we can open, yeah. The Blood Knight Tragedy. Being an Ekon seems cool until you get hunted, isolated, and studied like an animal. Yep. For sure. Here's the stuff I have. No. Must have been one of these then. Oh well. Oh well. There's something over here to pick up? No. And look at that, she's working on a picture of me. She's so sweet.
Hello again, Jonathan.
Or
To what do
portrait,
I owe the
should say.
pleasure of your visit?
Sorry to disturb you again, but could you spare me a few minutes?
Of course, my dear. Always a pleasure to speak with you.
Do you think we shall ever see better days? Or at least better
Can't
nights?
hide your
I know
crushing.
not,
No,
Jonathan.
she can't.
I have seen some
cannot.
horrid days in my long
Especially where she's
lifetime.
like, really, look at me.
Experience has taught me
Puts his hand
that
on
one
her
cannot
chest.
outrun the fates.
When all of this is over, the war and the epidemic, we could leave the city for a while. Travel around Europe, you and I.
Traveling is always so complicated for us poor creatures of the night. But yes, I would be glad to travel the world with you, my dear.
Will you tell me your story one day, Lady Ashbury?
One of them, perhaps. I have had so many lives, Jonathan. Eternity may not be enough to relate them all.
Sure it is.
Concerning your investigation,
Yes?
are you truly seeking to identify my maker?
I cannot promise you anything, but yes. I am conducting some research of my own.
Do you know if the epidemic has affected many people in the West End?
I confess I've been more concerned by events in the East End. The wealthy have more efficient ways of dealing with infection.
But this is no common epidemic.
That is true. I must tell my daughter to stay at home for a few days.
You might not be traveling.
But the girl is
Ashbury.
stubborn
Yeah.
and fiercely independent. Much like her mother.
Goodbye,
I
Elizabeth.
have no idea what this ending's gonna bring. Just saying. You know more than I do, but please no spoilers. I do assume she would be traveling though. But this is gonna be my first time seeing the evil ending. Hopefully I'm not gonna be as much of a mess as I was with my previous episode. When I get to the point we're gonna see the ending. Because I was definitely a mess. And actually, I had Grim saying that I should end it early because he was like, "You're an emotional mess. You should probably end it early." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna end it early." Which I thank you so much for allowing me to vent to you and talk after seeing what I did. It definitely helped out. Yay! It's almost done loading.
So, time to visit the Ascalon Club.
No, it's not. It's time to go see baby. Ooh. There's something in this trash can. Lead rod. Gotta get through. Gotta get through. I'm all out of stamina right now. I love doing the little shadow step thing. Stop with the loading. I wanna go see baby. Oh, there we go. Oh, lucky that nobody over there saw me. Trash can. People just throw away aluminum shards. Guys, I miss seeing Milton over here. I miss it. I miss when I would be seeing Pippa Hawkins wandering around the hallways. I miss seeing her trying to help out the people around. Oh. I feel bad. I really miss a lot of them. I do. Baby! Oh, stop laughing at me, you evil thing.
Hello, Jonathan.
Just kidding, love you.
Back from the city already? How is the situation over there?
Tense, to say the least.
I am sure every obstacle will cede to your relentless determination. In the meantime, can I be of any help?
Yes.
What can you tell me about the Great Hunt?
A sad story, my dear friend.
It's baby!
Tragic, in fact.
And his polka dot.
The Brotherhood was
tie.
betrayed
So
by some of its
cute.
most trusted members.
Why was it a tragedy?
Not only did the Guard of Prewen hunt down and kill most ancient vampires of England, they also destroyed or confiscated their possessions. Priceless knowledge was lost in just a few nights.
Tell me about the betrayal.
The founders of the Guard of Prewen stole precious and unique documents and reports from the Brotherhood's library when they left. They used them to identify and locate their next targets.
What can you tell me about Lord
Bums.
Redgrave?
Oh, the legendary founder of the Ascalon Club. I'm afraid I cannot help you with that, Jonathan.
So you do know him?
All the Brotherhood knows about him is highly confidential. He is dangerously intimate with the royal family and Britain's inner circles.
Are you afraid of him? Is he that dangerous?
No, but since most ancient vampires were killed or fled England during the Great Hunt of 1850, he may be the oldest British vampire. A myth in the flesh, so to speak.
I don't like him.
Did you know that Lady Ashbury is an artist? And rather a good one?
Well, actually, yes. I attended an exhibition of her paintings before the war. Beautiful landscapes and stunning portraits. I wish I had purchased one.
Perhaps we could go to her next exhibition, you and I.
What a beautiful idea, Jonathan. Did you know she told me once she had been a model for famous painters? But she never told me which one.
He is a prune. Red
I
grapes
shall
and lemon
return
prune.
later. Thank you, Edgar.
Bye, baby. I'm happy that I could. Oh, is there something over here to pick up? Oh, no. Just the light reflecting. I have 1,025 points just from killing some guards of Pre-Win, the Blood Icon, and from talking to both Ashbury and Edgar. That's really cool. Johnny, you just made date with baby. Yes, he did. He made date with baby. He go on a date with baby. I could see them being such a bloody cute couple. I love it. I love the idea of it. Adorable baby. Baby! I'm all out of stamina. Yay, it's back. Okay, I can't go through that way because that's a locked door, which I'll have to work on unlocking at a later time once I'm in the West End. Bloody West End. With their locks and everything.
Watch it! It's a killer! Watch it! It's a killer!
Didn't you just say that? I was waiting for you to do something. No. Bad vampire. Dang, it does so much healing. I love it. Hey, there's nothing dropped by any of them. Candle heart and good trickle heart. Twinkle. It's a twinkle. You guys sound in pain. Yep, I'm going that way. Stop with the loading! There's gonna be a lot of loading screens today, you guys, and I hate it. My poor little devlets have to deal with all the loading screens. Blood.
This one ain't on our list. Well, that's one less anyway.
Bunked it.
Make McCullum happy.
It'll make McCullum happy, but it doesn't make the rest of us happy.
That was the vampire I saw earlier. This war takes no prisoners.
Better go home.
No. Ichor's threat. Okay. Of all the evil and foul scowls I ever had to fight, the Ichor, or Ichor, may be the worst, not because of its fighting prowess, even if it remains a powerful and dangerous opponent, not because of its superior will or cunning plans. An Ichor is quite blunt and straightforward in his actions and objectives: spread diseases, contagions, and epidemics whenever and wherever it can. An Ichor is the incarnation of viruses and infections. Wherever it goes, sickness appear and quickly spread. It is like it only walks this earth to generate plagues and epidemics, as if its skin itself diffuses sicknesses. Ichors are clever, sneaky, malevolent, and ferocious, capable of enduring many wounds. To spoil a water tank, a granary, or a banquet, this is the kind of things an Ichor would enjoy to do. In order to please its putrid and perverse nature, they are so I cannot talk today. They are so rare that we do not know anything about them. The lazy brotherhood believes that they should not be considered vampires or scowls, but as something else. All I know is this: an Ichor must be destroyed by all means necessary as soon as it is spotted. From Know Your Enemies by Carl Eldritch, Pre-Win Leader. I won't lie, those ones are much buggers. They are very much buggers. Hello, Elbow of Dennis. It was just sitting there. I don't think there's anything else around here. Let's keep going on our way.
The West End. Never have I felt so sad to be back home.
Yeah, especially since poor mother. Stay still. No! Oh, I got caught up. Oh, she's gonna explode! She's gonna explode! No, stop. 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 Stop! Okay, guys, I just dealt with an Ichor. I don't think that was the very first Ichor I've dealt with in this. Oh, I'm gonna feel so bad. I'm in the Reed Mansion. Shillings. Shilling. Oh, what's here? A small key. I got lost hints for Clayton, and I'm screaming. Why are you screaming? Johnny got a nice bed. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he does. I'm going to increase attack damage. Let's check what I can do with the Dragonbane. I don't have enough good handle parts. Sad. Yeah, he's got a really nice bed. Look at that. All to himself. Wait, come back! What's he gonna do? No, Avery! Looks like he's sitting down. Dang it, Avery! I wanted to talk to you. Wait, what's right here? Go out on the balcony? I didn't even think that fast because it didn't have a thing where, like... Oh, I did not know I could do that.
It's locked.
Oh, he's crying!
Good evening, Avery.
Mr. Jonathan, I can't believe my own eyes. Oh, you have come back too late, sir. Far too late.
I know, Avery. I know about Mary and my mother.
I'm so sorry. It was my duty to watch over her. She left the house in the middle of
I
the
know,
night.
it's more emotional
police said-
torture.
It's all right, Avery.
The
It's not
police
as
said
bad
her
right
body was
now,
found
but-
near your sister's grave in Whitechapel. You're the master of the house now. I'd understand if you fired me, sir.
No, Avery.
Do you need medical attention, Avery?
I won't refuse, sir. I don't feel that good these days.
Here is your prescription. You'll feel better soon enough.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Avery. We'll talk later.
Your bedroom is ready as always. Good night, sir.
Oh, poor Avery. Oh.
Oh, sir. What a terrible tragedy.
Oh. I feel horrible to see him crying. I don't think I've
Who could
ever...
have done such an evil thing? Poor Miss Reed.
Her own daughter. Oh. I know. I feel so bad. It makes me want to cry because I feel awful. I feel so bad that I couldn't do anything to try and, like, help. Shilling! Aubrey Reed's first letter. Reed Mansion, 4th of April, 1908. My dear and beloved John, when you receive this letter, you will be 35, and I'll be long gone. I feel a little silly when writing you this first letter that you won't read it for a few years. I struggled for a long time about how best to write you this, until I remembered the puzzle and riddles I invented for you when you were a boy. Oh, how you loved to solve those enigmas. Well, I found it would be a good idea to propose to you one final game. It will probably be less rewarding. No candies or exotic treasures for you if you decipher the game, this time. But a greater treasure, perhaps, the truth. This is my only attempt for you to explain why I chose to leave my family without an explanation. If you want to know why, simply play my little game. It's really up to you, my son. Rest assured that I love you. I promised my family was and still is everything to me. I remember the first time I held you and your sister in my arms. My treasures, my jewels. To see you grow up, play and laugh filled my heart with joy every time I went back to our home. I could have killed to protect you, my son, my daughter, my wife. But fate found me in the end, and I had to make a tough decision. The worst was to disappear without a word. I decided to do it anyway, and soon I'll be gone for good. I don't ask for forgiveness, but for understanding if you want to know more. For understanding, blah, blah. If you want to know more, all you have to do is remember how happy we were back in those days. If you want to find the next message, think green grass and tall trees on sunny days. From your affectionate father, Aubrey Reed. This is
I
tearing you
remember
up.
Sunday walks.
Same. Same. I'm so sad to see him crying. And with that letter, it's almost worse. Yeah, Temple Garden, I know. I've done this one once before. Oh, that chair. I remember always seeing Emmeline Reed sitting there, his mother. I remember seeing her sit there, speaking with her father, or speaking with Mary, her husband, her son. Your empathy, it hath spread to me, Reed. I am very empathetic of many things, and sometimes it's not great. Old letter. Reed Mansion, 8th of March 1908. My dear Avery, as I already told you several days ago, I may be forced to leave England, if only for a few months. While I'm away and until my son comes back to London, I want you to take the best care of our house. I already made the entire necessary arrangements to have your wages increased and paid as long as you'll work. You promised me you'd protect my dear wife and serve her to the best of your ability. For that, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. If I am never to return, you are the only man I fully trust. Believe me, your most affectionate friend, Aubrey Reed. I feel so bad for poor Avery. I feel so terrible that he didn't even do anything to try and stop her from killing their mother. Like, he didn't really do anything. He's just like, no, don't! He didn't rush over or anything. But he was still crying about it. I can't be too harsh on him. Oh wait, there's something in here. Shilling! No, I can't be too harsh with poor Johnny. He was doing his best. It's still very sad though. Okay, we gotta get going. Hey look, it's Charlotte!
The Ascalon Club. The heart of British vampire society. Not quite as subtle as I expected.
You honestly thought that even if they are vampires, they'd be subtle? I mean, you were frozen in place yourself, so you can't blame him. I know, I was much frozen. I cannot blame him. He's baby, he tried. And yes, it is prune time. Little prunes. You gotta deal with the prunes of England. I don't want to deal with the prunes. Nasty little buggers. Yeah, I was definitely frozen. I was just sitting there, my mouth agape, and I was like, ugh! What have you done, Mary? And like, she was telling him confess his sins, and he was crying about it, and he's like, over the corpse of our dead mother! And like, he had to turn away, and I feel like he was trying to keep the tears from showing, and she's like, are you crying, dear brother? Your heart still bleeds with emotion. Mine is dried up, and I was like,
Do you
yeah,
know where
right.
you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Prune time! Yes, it's prune time. The prunes!
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
I don't care where Lord Redgrave is waiting for me.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed.
Level 6, that's too bad.
There has been quite
Prune.
a battle here.
This guy's not a prune, at least. I mean, he could almost look it.
I'm
or
sure the
sound it.
Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
You said what, B? Yeah, right. Foxy's been lying about a lot of things. Let me just loot it first. Yeah, I loot it all. I loot it all. So much blood. Oh, the blood. Is there anything over here? I gotta loot it. They have the money. Oh, and I can't use my auto haggy here. Auto haggy, it's the healing thing, B. History and purpose of the Ascalon Club. The Ascalon Club is an association of gentlemen secretly aiming for the protection of the Crown's interests. I founded it in 1837 to honor and perpetuate the legacy of my maker, William Marshall, first Earl of Pembroke and true protector of England. I want to smack you so bad, Redgrave. All the members of the club must be of good extraction and flawless moral fiber. And you hate me for mine. Since the club accepts mortal members, who will be duly observed and valued as proper candidates for immortality, the goal of the club is to impose respectable traditions and behaviors amongst the good vampire society, but also to promote and expand the imperial hegemony of England. We are the true elite of British society. We are Ascalon, the Holy Lands held by St. George's, protector of England. When the saint slew the dragon, as lance-bearers ourselves, we vow to defend the Empire's interests from the law of Ascalon by Lord Redgrave, founder. Pooh you! Screw you. Anything around here? No. I call it Bull. Yes, yes, it's Big Bull. It's Big Bull Pookie. Yay, I found a good dagger. Shillings!
I cannot enter.
Oh well. I must loot them. Yay, loot! Fun fact, there is a British Army regiment based on the service of St. George. Ooh, that is a pretty cool fact. That is really cool. Okay, there's supposed to be a key in here somewhere for the basement. Maybe I already picked it up. Did I pick up the key? I didn't think I picked up the key, but maybe I did. Huh. Let's go see if we can open the basement then. Because there's supposed to be something down there. Back in the events of the game, they were split into 4 main regiments. Cool. Oh, no, I didn't pick up the key.
It's locked, all right.
Where the heck is the key? I forgot where the key is. Oh, I forgot where the key is. Let my voice crack a bit. I know it had to... I feel like it was in this room up here, though. Isn't it in this room? I swear it was in this room. Can't remember where that bloody key is. Ah! Here it is! Key of the Ascalon Club's basement. I just want to hear the tapping, and I think I got a text. No? Okay. Wait? What am I waiting on? Yeah, basement. I found it. I think there's only one thing that you find down here. It's over here. At the recreational use of blood, as Ascalon members, we always tend to respect etiquette. We are in all ways members of the good society, sometimes recognized as public figures. We do not find our delight in orgies and bloodbath. Orgies? Okay. Like our adversaries assert we do. And if one of us were caught in such caricaturated and immoral acts, he would receive the appropriate opprobrium. But what about the blood? What about its recreational use? How could we deny the ecstasy the vermilion ambrosia brings us? Gah, he's making me shiver in disgust with these words. And with what else could we toast with? I would like to say both, yes. As any good fraternity should. To answer this delicate question, the law of conduct inside the club goes as follows. As long as the original mortal vessel is not brought inside our walls, each member is allowed to drink whatever he wants, for his own usage or to share with his friends. Drink what you want, deal the way you want with the original vessel, but never inside the club. Unless I personally authorize it on some special occasion, of course. From the Law of Ascalon by Lord Redgrave, founder. I say, bull! And there's someone outside. Oh, that's Dad. Okay. He must be doing a bit of work. I want a trench coat like what Jonathan wears. It'd be so cool. I don't have a trench coat. Sad. Here we go, you guys! Time for the blasted prunes! Yeah, good evening. Eh. Yeah, ew. Time for the bloody prune. Yes, ew! Prunes! We got 2
My
prunes
good
tucked into
friends,
each
if
other.
I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him.
Friend. I think he was a little less than a friend and more
Come
of a
forward, young
dog.
Ekon, for we have so much to discuss.
I don't want to discuss anything with you, you prune.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
I love how
Lord
you just
Redgrave.
keep spamming prune in different ways.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you.
Oh, is that so?
Please
heard some
accept my
disgusting things
condolences
about
for your
you.
loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady
We know
Ashbury
you
expressed
prune.
your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
I admire her. She is a close friend. She has proven useful. I always do these two because I don't think. Should I do she's proven useful? I'm kind of nervous about that one just because. I don't know. Prune, yeah. That's no help though. Close friend.
She's a close friend, and I'm honored that she feels the same about me.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is immortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skull Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End,
Yes,
but the time has come to open up a second
He's
front
disgusting.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why now? Why me? Why suddenly so friendly? Listen.
Why are you suddenly so friendly? The last time I met one of yours, he tried to kill me.
Are you referring to Fergal? He was the most useful of servants, but he was just a servant. You, on the other hand, Doctor, proved yourself much more worthy.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End? Is that it?
Redgrave.
Straight to the point, like
He
all
makes
eager
shivers of
newborns.
disgust to go down my
We shall have
spine.
time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed. But first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only
There's no
reason
time for
you asked me here?
trivialities.
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon, who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
He sounds almost nasally. No, I don't. It is no concern of yours. Don't speak about my family. I've always done these two. I'm gonna be Bean.
How dare you speak so flippantly of my family?
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes.
Embarrassment?
But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
Screw you.
Before I accept, I have so many questions.
Please ask.
What is the Ascalon Club's express purpose?
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
What does Ascalon mean?
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon.
He's just like...
And like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
William Marshall
He's a
founded the Ascalon Club.
jabbermouth.
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later. The good knight has been gone for so long.
You don't deserve to see him.
What does it mean to be a member of the Ascalon Club?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Do you have any official recognition from the government? A charter from His Majesty the King?
No. Of course, the Ascalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
Am I supposed to follow orders?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members, and I do appreciate obedience.
I do appreciate obedience. I'm not obedient to you.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours, sent to cleanse the East End of all Skulls. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
I hate how he says that. I hate it.
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country. My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall, speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
So do I. I hate his voice.
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation.
I feel like this would hurt so much. Yeah, don't do it, Johnny. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ow. Ow, ow, ow.
Delightful. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
That was so gross.
That went well, did it not? It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago. Well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk, you and I, Lance Bearer.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
You were spying on me?
Not personally.
Do anything to Edgar.
I rarely leave this building.
He's baby!
But once he found you, Fergal kept me informed. Until you put an end to his mission.
Who was Fergal? I don't see him sipping tea with the others in the club.
Fergal Banshire was my squire of sorts. Even before becoming that magnificent beast, he was a brute. He served me well for decades.
No, I mean, what was he? He was clearly no ordinary vampire.
No, he was a Volcod, all muscles and instinct. Quite the rare breed, ferociously territorial. Mortals often mistake them for werewolves.
Would you blame
You do
them?
know I killed him.
Yes.
Will you bear ill will towards me for his death?
Of course not. Your victory was quite impressive and courageous. You earned my respect.
Yay. But I don't
Do you
want
know
your
Edgar
respect. I just
Swansea?
want to kill
Not
you.
personally.
I want to
But
bite
I've
your
been
neck.
told he has some sort of immortal fetish and is a good friend of yours.
Does it bother you that I consider
Shut
him
up.
my good friend?
As long as you reveal nothing of the club's inner workings, why should I forbid you engaging in conversation with the good Dr. Swansea?
Swansea, guess what I discovered?
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied Scals in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would
mean,
be
he's not
glad to hear
wrong.
more of your
Yeah,
discoveries,
I
Dr.
know.
Reed. But for now,
But
my
still,
main
he doesn't need to
concern
say
is
it,
the
like,
security
so
of London's
bluntly.
inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the Scals.
Scowls are malevolent, some scowls are peaceful, scowls are victims. We'll do that.
Scals are hostile vectors of contagion. That is a fact. But first and foremost, they are victims.
I agree, Dr. Reed. Most of the new Scals who roam the streets at night used to be good British citizens. But they must be put down nevertheless.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club and you have carte blanche. Interrogate the
Have carte
locals,
blanche.
follow all the leads you find, and get results.
Horned vampire revealing himself and seeing
Oh,
him
my
as
mesmerized
from
level went
ground.
up after talking with him. Okay.
What is this new malevolence?
Skulls have been spotted everywhere in London. We are losing this fight.
Good. I want y'all to lose the fight. And I don't honestly want to talk to the other prune. I don't need to talk to him. Yeah, we gotta wait for it to load again. Ah. I feel like I didn't get a good stretch in this morning. Okay. I'm debating if I want to start killing some of the citizens here in the West End, or if I want to wait. Prune! Yeah. Yeah, they're all prunes. They are all prunes. But I debate. I'm thinking I want to wait until I've murdered Aloysius Dawson, who is the pillar for the West End, and then I'll work on dealing with the rest of them. Hurry up with the load screen. The district status is
I think Lord
fearless.
Redgrave just suggested I was sired by an ancient vampire. Good evening, miss.
Oh my god, no. Please, Mr. Vampire, don't kill me. Please, no. I'm too young to die. I still have so much to offer this world.
Wait, no. Why do you think I would...
What?
What?
Don't worry, Dr. Reed. I know you wouldn't harm me. Mother told me you were in this part of town and might drop by.
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury. My mother taught me long ago how to recognize the signs that betray a vampire.
I understand she
I don't
also
know.
taught you how to tease and gently mock innocent young Ekons. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Charlotte.
She makes me laugh. I don't know, maybe the red eyes?
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district.
Stop playing with
Have you
earbuds.
noticed anything unusual recently?
A few days
gross,
ago, I
Steve.
spotted a strange house while campaigning for women's suffrage. Awful smell. No answer
You
when
just
I
have to
knocked.
talk to me
Where
next.
is it?
It's the Mullaneys, a nice family who live in a big house near the park in the eastern part of this neighborhood.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Avery?
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
I didn't think Avery'd be wandering around. Oh, hi. It's the Reed Mansion. Okay, my bad. I was like, he's wandering about.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Good evening, sir. Please forgive me for disturbing you. I'm a doctor.
I never judge a man by his title, but by his attitude. And you are not disturbing me at all. I am Calhoun Russell, and I welcome you.
Well, I must admit it's good to receive a warm welcome for once. I'm Jonathan Reed.
Welcome, Dr. Reed. Welcome to my humble shop.
He's a 5 as well. He's suffering from fatigue.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Not really. Wait, now that you mention it, I don't see the McPhersons in my favorite restaurants. They love delicate meals too, you understand.
Thank you. It may be nothing, but I'll investigate anyway. Where do they live?
They have a house in the southern part of the district, somewhere north of the railway bridge. There is a courtyard, if I remember rightly.
Goodbye, Mr. Russell.
Thank
I'm
you so
sure
much.
you'll take care of yourself.
Okie dokie.
Noticed anything suspicious recently?
It's kinda 6s. Okay, I miscalculated how many hits I needed for him. I think I went the wrong way.
Best be moving on.
Not a problem, moving on. I think that's it for in here. Okay.
That building is under quarantine. Could this be what I'm looking for?
Maybe. Let's see, I've got one somewhere underneath me. Aha, here he is. Bloody Icor! open this up real quick. Back up. Hey, look, there's mice! Mousey, mousey! Yum, 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 yum. Mousey!
This is despicable.
Let me eat it.
I have
It's too much time.
thirst for blood. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Destroy the cart to get to the mouse. Hey, come back here. Need more mice.
This is despicable.
Give me more blood. More blood. Mousey, mousey, mousey. Nom, nom, nom.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Okay, where am I looking? Somewhere over here, I think. Yep, this one. Ooh, a remarkable pump action shotgun. Oh, nope, gotta back up, back up. Ow. Back up. Ow.
I've never seen such a radical mutation. Could it be a new stage in the disease's evolution?
I love how he says evolution as evolution. They're evilizing the evolution. Just gonna loot the place. I will grab that momentarily, you guys. Love letter. Darling, thank you for the precious perfume and the fur coat. I can't wait to feel your hands on my shivering skin, for only you, my hero, can make me feel that desired. Please come back to me soon, for I am dying to press my timid bosom to your chest again. Yes, my beloved, my precious, come back to me, and I promise you a night of eternal and unbridled passion. Right now I'm wearing nothing but your last gifts. Oh yes, I'm burning for you, and I can't wait for you to share my untamable lust. Your beloved Doris Fletcher. Your devoted Doris Fletcher. Yeah,
So the
I'm
husband had an
just here
affair
to
with
wheeze.
Doris Fletcher.
I would wheeze too. I feel embarrassed to have been reading that, and I'm on YouTube right now. I'm embarrassed.
Women's right to vote is only...
Why are vampire hunters sniffing around here? I need to find out what they're after.
I'm not gonna deal with you. Oh, I clicked X. No, you don't. Because... Oh, wait. You died. Ah. I don't know how to get to that thing over there, and I'm sad about it. Oh, well. An H! An H! And out of stamina. Stop shooting me! Just sit there in front of me. Ow. That wasn't very nice. You dropped something. Mousy!
This is despicable. This woman's body has multiple lacerations. They're deep, too. Whoever did this was driven by rage.
Yup. Rage quit! She's bloody. I'ma just, you guys don't need these anymore.
He had his tongue removed and his eyes gouged out. He was a victim of brutal torture.
That sounds so painful. I feel bad for some of these guys when you see what people have done to them.
This one's neck is broken. He was young. Probably the son.
Oh, there's something right here. There's something right here. Okay. Right there. Right there.
You thought I was dead too, didn't you? No, I was just pretending. Doris told me I could have been a great actress.
You killed your family.
They mocked my talent.
You sure you had any talent? No, no, no. What? No. Bye-bye. I'm level 29, D. She was only a level below me. Letter from the Fletcher Acting School. Dear Elsa, It's with the greatest joy that I confirm with this letter your acceptance as a private student into my acting school. This little scene you had the kindness to perform for me last week convinced me that you have what it takes to be a real actress. Wit, stature, and courage. As a private student, you'll receive my personal training and coaching. During these intense sessions, you'll be invited to stay at the school, since I strongly believe in total immersion, to explore the full potential of my students. So please remember to bring night attire, and anything you may need to spend a week at my school. Yours sincerely, Doris Fletcher.
So, this girl took lessons at the famous Doris Fletcher acting school. Doris Fletcher seems to be the missing link here. It can't just be a coincidence. I should go to her acting school.
But first, I should return to the Reed Mansion. I know I won't be able to do, like, Alta. Yeah, I'm an hour and a half in. I didn't even realize that I've been at this for so long. I'm gonna return to the Reed Mansion and take care of points and finish up this episode here. And then next episode, hopefully will be out tomorrow, and we'll be going over to the Doris Fletcher Theater. I might have taken a wrong... I did take a wrong turn, but that's okay! We're taking the scenic route, everybody. Lovely little scenic route, isn't it? Okay, my home's next to his. Nice little lions protecting my house. Oh, you poor guy! He needs to stop beating himself up.
I always hoped that I would hear children play in this house before I died.
I can't. I was debating on mesmerizing, but I can't bring myself to do it. I can't. He's so sweet. I can't do that this episode. I've already put myself through enough. I can't do it. Okay, let's see what I can do. Looks like I could do a bit of upgrading on Shadow Mist. Let's go and see what we can do with that. Holy cow, it takes 4,500 points. It'll do a lot more damage though, so that's a nice thing. Either you kill him sooner or later, or he dies and you lose XP. I know. I can't do it right now though. I felt so bad witnessing the poor guy crying. I'll probably end his misery in the next episode. I can't do it right now though. I cannot bring myself to do it. Okay, we're down to 470 XP. We are at level 31. Let's hit confirm. Let it get to the next night. Yay, Avery, you're healed a little bit. I may end up going to vent. Wait, who's? Oh, it must have been Mortimer that went worse. I still feel so bad when I see these areas that I took people out of. I wonder when I'm gonna see Joe Peterson though. I feel bad. Okay guys, I'm gonna end this episode here. I know there wasn't a whole lot to it, but still, at least we had some fighting here and there. We're gonna get into more of the lore in the next episode. There's gonna be a lot going on in that one, so stay tuned, my little devlets. This has been Kira the Red Demon. I am signing off.